Hi, so this is a look at a special that came out this week, either this week or last week, depending where you bought it from. And it's just looking at the latest 2000 AD sci fi special, basically their summer special. And it's called Stories from a Sideways Universe. So, what they've done this time, it's kind of like almost like a multiverse take, or it's basically like a Mickey take out of the multiverse, what DC and Marvel do. So they've kind of like done mashed different comic strips together. So it's basically characters that you're familiar with in unfamiliar settings, but you're familiar with the settings for belonging to other 2000 AD characters. So it's 4.99. You get 48 pages, and it's a nice 2000 AD oversized format. So bigger than American comics, about the size of a European album, like distillery size, black label size. So the first strip is Judge Alpha. So instead of it being Judge Dredd, it's Johnny Alpha, who's normally Strontium Dog. So in this strip, he's a judge, but they've kept some of the Strontium Dog elements. So the Strontium Dogs are basically like the grunts of the judges. They do all the dirty work basically for the judges, and it was really good fun. It's written by Carl Stark, and the artwork is gorgeous artwork by Ben Wilshire. I love the colours especially in this. So yeah, I thought this would be awful. I thought it wouldn't work, but it works really well. And in a way, I'd like them to carry on do some, maybe do every quarter or something. These kind of what I'd call like Elseworlds tales of 2000 characters being in a different setting like this. And yeah, so it keeps all the best elements of Strontium Dog, but mixes it with the best elements of the Judge Dredd universe. And he had a really fun ending, so I'm not going to show you the last page because it'll ruin it for you. So next on was Robo Sharks, which is written by Dan Abnett, who's just an amazing writer, and great artwork by Anthony Williams. If you're American, you must know him more from years ago when he did the Fate comic back in the 90s. He did go out to doing comic strips for about 20 years or so. He went into doing other stuff, still with illustration work, but now he's come back into doing comics. So Robo Sharks is a mashup of Sinister Dexter, who were gun sharks, basically bounty hunters, and the world of Robo Hunter. So Ramon Dexter Ramon, so he's now become a Robo Shark. So instead of hunting people, he hunts robots. But like I said, it meshes it with the world of Robo Hunter. So you've got Sam Slade. So Sam Slade in this universe is the grizzled old Sam Slade from way back when Robo Hunt first started, before he de-aged. And they bring back some familiar characters but in very unique ways. And yeah, another great fun story. And I forgot how much I loved Anthony Williams' artwork. I'm so pleased he's back at 2000 AD. He's done quite a number of Judge Dredd magazine strips at the moment, and hope he does more. I would love for Sinister Dexter to come back once Tales of Azimuth finishes, and for him to come back on the art duties. But yeah, another satisfying read. You can't go wrong with Dan Abnett. And they're all about 8 pages each, 10 pages each, but they're all satisfying and they work. What I love about 2008, and what I love about a lot of previous British comics, is that they know how to do short stories. So there's no filler, there's no flab on them, and they get to the point. So this one here is Rogue Dog. So basically, instead of John Alpha being a Strontium Dog, it's Rogue or Friday. So Rogue Trooper, he's a Strontium Dog in this universe. And this one is by James Peaty, who's a solid writer, and Niccolo Azzarelli. I don't know much of their work, but yeah, good. By the way, apologies for the voice, but I am nursing a hangover still from yesterday, and apologies for yesterday's videos. This was my least favourite of all the strips, I must be honest, but even still, it's still good. It's still a fun little romp. the artwork's different to the rest. It's much more cartoony, I'd say. But yeah, it does the job. And then we have Stickleback Secret Histories. So Stickleback normally is written by Ian Edgerton, and artwork is normally by D'Israeli, who's an amazing artist, one of my favourite artists. But in this one, it's written by Ian Edgerton again, but it's Paul McCaffrey, who I've never seen before, who does the artwork, and the artwork is just gorgeous. So in this one, instead of Stickleback being like this criminal mastermind of this alternate Victorian England or London, in this one, he's basically a pirate. So they've mashed up the worlds of the Red Seas with Stickleback, because Red Seas was a really fun pirate tale what ran in 2000 AD for a number of years. Artwork I think was by Steve Yoel in that one, and I think Ian Edgerton wrote that as well, so that's why it does it so well. But the artwork, just look at, just amazing, and of course the wonderful 2000 AD gore. But I really enjoyed this story. Again, very complete, and again, I'd love to see this carry on. But if it is just a permanent one shot, I'm happy with that as well, because it's very satisfying. Just great artwork and great story. This artwork is just breathtaking. And then the final strip is Harlem Heroes, and it's the return of Al Ewing into 2000 AD. A lot of American readers won't realise that this is where Al Ewing really got his start, was back in the day with Zombo for 2000 AD. So he brings back his creation Zombo and mashes it with the Harlem Heroes. So instead of having Harlem Heroes, they've got a whole team of Zombos, so zombies, doing like this speedball, kind of like rollerball kind of sport. And this one really breaks out the fourth wall, because it ends with a reveal by one of the most famous 2000 AD characters. And I don't want to give it away, but it really breaks the fourth wall, and basically this one takes the piss completely out of the multiverse scenario. And that's it. So some people did say on threads, why didn't put Judge Dredd in there? Why didn't put Judge Dredd in another universe? It wouldn't work, to be honest. I think they picked the right characters, because if it was Judge Dredd, his personality is so encompassed in the whole universe of Mega City 1 that it would not work on any other scenario. I couldn't imagine. I was trying to think what could he work well, and it wouldn't work. So I think they've done really well by doing it this way. And yeah, it was a fun experiment. I would recommend people hunting it out, because sometimes with specials they can be a bit lackluster with any company, as you know, with like the DC and Marvel oversized one shots, what they do. But yeah, I had fun reading this. I enjoyed it. I read it all the way through as soon as I got it, and I would give this an 8 out of 10 for a one shot, because like I said, one shots normally very hit and miss. This is definitely more hit than miss. The only strip I wasn't that struck with was the Rogue Dog one. I don't know, it just felt a bit meh, but the rest really enjoyed. But even though it was a bit meh, it was still readable, so it wasn't disappointing. So yeah, so I do recommend getting this either from 2000ad.com, or if you're in the UK, your local comic shops or newsagents or WH Smiths. If you're in America, I think it would be just 2000ad.com or ask your local comic shop. Okay. Again, sorry for like the Barry White type of voice, but I am wrecked today. Next time I post some videos, I will be completely sober and alcohol free. I don't drink very often at all. I think the last time I had a drink was February or March time, so that's why I paid for it today. But anyway, enough about my personal problems, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.